2002, Schumacher finished on the podium in every race he participated in, making it 100%. It's almost a given that the drivers on the grid today were kart racing as children, so they could enter the sport with as much experience as possible. It hasn't always been like that though. In the 1950s, the average age of the drivers was 39, with 3 over the age of 50. Sebastian Vettel holds the F1 record for the shortest time elapsed before picking up a penalty. He was caught speeding in the pit lane in practice for the 2006 Turkish Grand Prix, almost immediately after he exited the garage, just 9 seconds into his F1 career. British constructor Arrows never won a race after 383 attempts. The drivers on the grid today are car racing as duels, taking a heads-up score, which
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Formula Worldwide Leagues presents Friday Night Lights. We are back, and after last week's debacle with only 12 drivers, we have 14 drivers this week, and we are racing in Portugal. So we'll see if we actually get to start this race. There have been some internet hijinks going on. But in the event we do, we have to talk about what just happened in qualifying. An incredible performance from the grieving Sketchable. Of course, tonight we race in the honor of Sketchable's aunt, who passed away this week. And of course, as we race this one, you can see every driver tonight is wearing a pink helmet. If you spot someone out there who's not wearing a pink helmet, it's sort of like someone who does not want to wear the ribbon. And you know what happens to people who do not want to wear the ribbon. So, we race with Sketchable. We send our condolences out to Sketchable. And quite frankly, I think we all hope Sketchable wins tonight. We definitely want him to have a great race. We want the Logistical Nightmare to have a great race as well. Defy is here, Massive Noogie's arch enemy. And speaking of Massive Noogies, he is my co-commentator this evening. He could be bothered to join us. Massive, are you actually out there? Welcome.
Thanks. I'm definitely here. Wearing my pink helmet.
Well, what do you think is going to happen tonight, Massive? Do you think the Sketchable is going to pull it off in the most trying of circumstances? Is that what you're looking forward to? Is that what you want to happen?
I mean, you know, I'm going to go with my gut, as always. I do think Scarthers will pull an upset from last to first.
Okay.
But Sketchable, strong second.
Sketchable, strong second. Well, Sketchable, we wish you the best of luck tonight. If you come across Scarthers, if you have to put him into the wall, Dale Earnhardt style, tonight, and only tonight can you do that. But we are about to start this race. We're going to go on board with the Logistical Nightmare to see what kind of start we get. They're both on the medium tires. Him and Sketchable, 5 lights on, 5 lights off. L, F, G. Good start from Sketchable. Even better start from Logistical Nightmare, but he is unable to pull alongside Sketchable. Sketchable leads us down into turn 1. Sketchable off the track. Logistical Nightmare follows. Oh no, NXR Gifted is retired. Massive is making those noises that you know what that means. It means bad things have happened at the back of the field. 2 drivers have crashed. Looks like Novocaine and NXR Gifted. NXR Gifted comes off the worst. He's dead. He's gone. He's out of this race. Last season champion he's immediately dead. Novocaine, obviously part of that. Massive, can you tell us what happened back there?
Nope. I just had eyes on Scarthers since he was firmly at the back at the start. Next thing I know, I see a Ferrari, which is obviously going to be Victor Chaus sitting sideways. How that started, I don't know.
So Victor Chaus here down in 11th place. Not a familiar place for him to be. It doesn't look like he has any damage right now, even though he was a part of that, according to Massive there. Massive calling him out, saying that he was, if not at fault, at least one of the people involved. So we'll keep an eye on that. So at the top of the field here, we have Sketchable and the Logistical Nightmare and Defy, the Schmers, and Wannabe battling through the final corner. Schmers takes away 4th place. Schmers, of course, last week's winner. Oh boy, Massive, did you miss a Schmers masterclass? So the Logistical Nightmare is now taking the lead from Sketchable. Sketchable playing the long game here. No need to be fighting too hard at this point in the race. Of course, our timing screen is already fucked up, so that does not bode well for the rest of this race. The Wannabe moves back into 4th place. The Schmers loses out and is back into 5th, followed by the Vazy Skyzies and H.E. Pennypacker. Back again. The Switchy Fish, you can count on him to be here. And look who it is, Massive. Look who it is. It's Spicy Nuggies. The debut race of Spicy Nuggies in Friday Night Lights.
Spicy's reserve driver? Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Switch.
Vazy Skyzies has lost it.
Switch just nailed somebody.
Was it a Vazy Skyzies? Because a Vazy Skyzies just went around and around and around. So he is.
I think it was.
Yeah, so he has now been passed by Novocaine. The Heat Gang has fallen all the way back to 13th place, so something obviously bad happened to him at some point. Back up to the front here, the Logistical Nightmare still in the lead. Our timing screen still fucked up. Not great, but hopefully that'll fix itself. It's hard to know if our top 2 drivers are in DRS range. Here we go. Timing screen fixed. Defy now looking to make a move down the main straight on Sketchable. Defy on the inside through turn 1, pushes Sketchable wide. How dare you, Defy? Do you not know what is going on? Although he is wearing that pink helmet, so fair enough. Defy takes second place away from Sketchable. Excellent racing there between the two of them. Excellent move by Defy. Now Sketchable fighting back, going down the inside of, I don't know what corner name this is or number, but Sketchable still on the inside, still wants a challenge. Gonna have to tuck in for now. So Sketchable in 3rd place, Defy in 2nd place, the Nightmare in 1st. Wannabe 2.5 seconds back, Massive. Our front 3 have already completely separated themselves from this field.
Well, I'd like to take this moment to point out a gentleman who's moved up 4 positions. Oh, it's Scarthur's all right, and he's right behind Switchfish.
He is Massive indeed. So he's in 10th place. You know, last week you weren't here. Scarthur's got all the way up to 7th in the race at one point. He was flying, gonna bag a shed load of points, and in the end did not. It didn't go. He didn't finish 7th, I guess is what we'll say. You don't need to know where he finished, but he didn't finish 7th.
Okay.
So, battle on track right now. We have Victor Chouse on the soft tires, Spicy Nuggies on the medium tires. Massive, if you want to just take a moment to inform our viewers out there just who the Spicy Nuggies fella is and what he's all about. What can our viewers expect from him?
Who the hell am I supposed to answer that question? Spicy Nuggies. I don't know. I thought his reputation preceded him.
It is exactly what it does. What it says on the tin with Spicy Nuggies. Am I right?
That's exactly it. That's exactly what you get with Spicy Nuggies.
Yes.
Spicy Nuggies, I guess.
Spicy little nuggies of hot racing action. He's not going to be boring at any point in this race. Formula Worldwide League's aficionados out there, you should be rooting for Spicy Nuggies tonight, and you should be rooting for him to be a part of this league. I know Massive and I would give that a huge thumbs up. So he's in 8th place right now, but he is on the Horde tire. Massive. Spicy usually likes to mix it up. Surprised that he's going patient with the Horde tire tonight, but hopefully that'll work out to his advantage here a little bit later on.
Yeah, he's kind of maintaining that 1.2, 1.3 second gap. But, hey, this is, got a bunch of fast fellas on Friday nights. Oh my God. Deffy sliding into that turn. I think he forgot he was playing F1.
So did he just lose a position, or was he in 3rd place already?
No, he was in 3rd already, but he came in
like a wrecking ball?
Like something.
Like a wrecking ball? I'll get my coat. You know what else is interesting, Massive, is the FG Pac-Man, affectionately known as H.E. Pennypacker, wealthy industrialist. He just passed the Schmers, and I realize there is a tremendous tire advantage there from the soft to the Horde tire, but still, H.E. Pennypacker showing excellent form here early in the race, only 1.6 away from Wannabe in 4th, running in 5th place. That's pretty good, wouldn't you say?
I think that's fantastic. Are we anticipating a one-stop strategy?
Well, for these people in the softs, can you really do... Oh, H.E. Pennypacker just got a penalty and ruined that. I don't know. Can you go soft hard on this? Can you go soft hard? I mean, obviously any guy can go soft hard, but can you go soft hard in this race? Or is it better to go hard soft? Some say it's better to go hard soft. You never want to do the medium though, Massive. You never want to do the mediums. You know, like medium soft or medium hard. Nobody ever likes a medium. It's either all the way or, you know, nothing. Kind of like a windsock sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Pick up what you're putting down. Yeah, let's see. Lap 6 of 33. And we got 2 soft runners. I don't know. I don't know what the lifespan of these softs is going to be. 9 laps, maybe? This is a pretty aggressive track for the tires.
Maybe those folks were anticipating some safety cars, and of course there's still a chance for that to happen later on here, although this track is very wide open. There's not a lot of walls here that you should be hitting and DNFing in this race. But either way, considering the gaps that have started to form here, I wouldn't mind a safety car too. You know what else is interesting here, Massive, is Sketchable going down this DRS straight right now. Started 8/10 behind, is going to end up about a half second behind him, but I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that he is? Do you think he's just lying in wait here, lurking like a pedo, or do you think that he is legitimately a little bit behind in the pace? Same with Deffy.
Tough call. These are. Oh man, Deffy just he did it again.
Yeah, he just can't get it, can he?
But he's able to keep within DRS range, so I don't know. I feel like Logical made some huge steps this season compared to last season from what I saw. Damn, what the hell is Deppy doing? What?
Maybe this is exactly what Sketchable has been working on this entire time, keeping his tires cool, keeping them fresh, making sure they didn't overheat, making sure they weren't worn out too much. And Defy has been riding right behind Sketchable this entire time. Perhaps it's caused him a little bit of pain here. So he has stayed in the DRS of Logistical Nightmare. Defy is just... That was a lap from hell, wasn't it, Massive? My God, we just watched him sort of behind Sketchable there, and he did just slide all around the track.
Yeah, I don't know what his tire strategy is, but hey, there he goes again.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, taking a look at what did we call him, the wealthy industrialist?
Yes, H.E. Pennypacker. Look, he's fallen behind the Schmers. Do you think those softs are falling off?
Let's see. Pennypacker on the softs. Ah, he's doing pretty damn good. But yeah, last time we checked in, Schmers was behind him, correct?
Yeah, indeed.
All right.
And I'll also say, Massive, Victor Chalice is not making really any impression into this little Schmers H.E. Pennypacker group here. 4 seconds behind. I mean, this is not the sort of race that Victor Chalice needed here if he's going to win this championship. Maybe at some point in this race, Massive, you can take a little look-see at the Discord machine and see what our championship standings are. I wonder if Victor Chalice is still in the lead.
Let's do it right now. Where is it? Keep talking, I'll find it.
Okay, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to talk about Sketchable a little bit more here because now he is only 4/10 behind the Logistical Nightmare. So maybe he has the measure of him here. I mean, usually if you're going to stay this close behind somebody, you are able to pass them. Sketchable looking down the inside decides not to at the last second, but he's just letting the Logistical Nightmare know that, hey, I'm here. You're going to have to keep an eye on me, buddy. And he's just putting that pressure, sort of Lewis Hamilton on Nico Rosberg style, just trying to make him crack. Trying to find the weak point of the Nightmare. And I'll tell you, he sure as hell found the weak point of Defy, who is now 2.5 seconds behind. Shocking. A couple of laps here from Defy. Absolutely shocking. The Wannabe in 4th, and the Schmers in 5th, and I think by this point, Massive should have the information we need, so let's get back to Massive.
Yep, I've got it pulled up here. First in the standings is Sketchable.
I don't know. You're always up on the news better than I am. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, massive. We have a battle for the lead here between those two. Sketchable and Logistical Nightmare fighting it out after the second DRS zone. And Sketchable is now in the lead. So let's see if Sketchable has been sandbagging this whole time. And now he's going to stretch his legs. So, Massive, if I understand you correctly, our championship order is Sketchable in first. I think you said the Schmers in second and Logistical Nightmare in third. Is that correct? Oh, sorry, Victor Chouse in second place, and then the Logistical Nightmare in third place. Damn, I thought you said the Schmers was. That was going to be really exciting. Well, either way, this is big for our championship right here. Sketchable and Logistical Nightmare fighting it out. Logistical Nightmare only 0.2 behind. He is going to be retaking this lead down the pit straight, and that is done and dusted. So he is back into the lead in front of Sketchable. So we have some excitement at the front of this race, Massive, as well as FG Pac-Man gets ahead of the Schmers again. So interesting here, Massive. H.E. Pennypacker has already, well, excuse me, H.E. Pennypacker's still on those softs. Well, Victor Chouse has already pitted off those softs, and he now is on the Horde tires. So maybe that answers the question. It's 10 laps on the softs. But H.E. Pennypacker going great guns right now. You feel that he's going to need a safety car here tonight, don't you? Yeah, no, he's certainly got it down from 2.5 where it was before, and what makes it even more impressive is that the Logistical Nightmare and Sketchable have been trading DRS zones here. So, oh no, Sketchable just went wide there in the final corner. But oh no, sorry, that was a different group of people I had it on. My bad, bad broadcasting there on my part. Logistical Nightmare is still in the lead of this race. The Schmers moves back up. Oh no, he does not. H.E. Pennypacker fights it off. H.E. Pennypacker stays in 5th place. Of course, he has that penalty sort of ruining all this, and the Schmers is on those Horde tires, which should now be coming into their own. He needs to get a move on, and quite frankly, I am disappointed in his performance right now. He needs to get a move on. Spicy Nuggies also. I'm not sure these Horde tires were the way to go, Massive. These guys do not seem to be enjoying them very much. Ooh. That is, see, that's the kind of information that we need to know about. It really lets you know how risky our drivers can be. Perhaps that's why Deffy is slowed down a little bit here, Mass. Maybe he is just trying to avoid that penalty. So I think we did see Sketchable go off the track a couple of times as H.E. Pennypacker comes into the pits. He's probably going to be going onto those Ford tires. So starting out on the softs does not look like that was the way to go. He's going on the mediums, Massive. So 20 laps on the mediums. Yeah, maybe some guys planned on safety cars here tonight, and those safety cars just did not come through. As Victor Chouse, after he pit, he now finds himself in 12th place, 7 seconds behind H.E. Pennypacker, who he himself is in 11th. Of course, everyone ahead of him still to pit, so we'll see how it all shakes out in the end. I don't know, what do you think here, Massive? Lap 15, 16 for these medium runners, or do you think they're going to stretch it and try to go into soft territory? Little Alex Albon, huh? Just take it all the way to the end.
New set of regulations that saw us enter the turbo iron era F1 carnival. The biggest change being the engine
Oh, yeah. I love Discord updates. That's right. That's right. Now you have first corner, I believe. Yeah. Little Nikita Mazepin there. I do hate that. You know, that's happened to you, I'm sure, before, right? That is very frustrating. Yeah. Well, you think that it's broken enough that they would know that they need to change it, that you don't need to take it off of auto. Yeah. Well, hopefully Michael Massey sees what's going on in this race and sees the sort of gaps we have forming and decides to do something about it. Give us a phantom safety car. Massive, you're a NASCAR watcher, aren't you? NASCAR loves to throw a safety car for little phantom debris on the track. Why can't we get some of that here? He has. You have to say those Horde tires were not the way to go for him. He needed to get on a soft or a medium so he could mix it up with people. Yeah, so that's a good shout out from you, Massive. So Novocaine, he was joining us last week, of course, so we did have Novocaine's girlfriend as well. So we had 12 drivers and Novocaine's girlfriend with us last week. He's in 8th place right now, hot on the tail of Spicy Nuggies. I want Spicy off these Horde tires. I want him on a faster tire. I want him with some grip. Oh, no, Massive. Look at Defy. He's now 3.5 seconds behind. What's happened to him? Oh, man. What was the problem that one race? Did he have bad internet or something? Oh, he dips into the pits, Massive. He dips into the pits. 14 laps on those medium tires, and he says it's enough. So certainly not going to be going under the hard or the softs. Almost certainly going under the hards here. Let's as we ride on board with him. Let's see what his pit crew does. And he does indeed put on the Horde tires. And he will come out in 6th place behind. Oh no. Oh, he's got 2 cars passing him right at the end of pit road. Oh, he comes out in 8th place. Then goes off the track for good measure. Scarthers and Evasy Skiesies get in front of him right at the end of pit row. Screws up Defy's turn 1. He is in 8th place. And now he's got to pass 2 slower drivers. Let's see, can he make this move right now? Looking down the inside of Scarthers. Come on, Scarthers, fight it! Fight it! Do not go quietly into the night, Scarthers. Oh, but he does. Scarthers down into 8th. Defy up on position into 7th. And now Evasy Skiesies is in the sights of Defy. If he's smart, he'll wait until this DRS zone, but he will not wait. And he makes the move down the inside. So Evasy Skiesies, if he can hold on here, is going to have a great run going down into turn 1 with some of that hot, steamy blast of DRS. Scarthers as well. Hold strong, Scarthers. Hold strong. No, Massive, no. He put up a valiant fight. Valiant fight. As Spicy Nuggies now goes into the pits, Massive, on 16-lap-old, I suppose, Horde tires. That did not work out the way he thought it would. Damn it. Yeah, not even a virtual, not even a fake one. Mm. So we are on pit watch now for Logistical Nightmare, Sketchable, and the Wannabe. Defy trying to pull the undercut, and he just went off the track again, and luckily for him, he did not get that third track limit warning. He is flirting with disaster. As the Schmers now goes into the pits, gets off those Horde tires. Massive, these hard tire runners are pitting before the medium tire runners. You have to say, that, again, did not work. No, that's not going to work. That must be a two-stopper from the Penny Packer. So the Schmers comes out in 7th place. Victor Chaus has slowly matriculated his way up to 8th place on some 8-lap-old Horde tires. That's going to suck here very, very shortly for him. Oh, Massive's making sounds. What's happened? Spicy Nuggies and Novocaine? Is that... Yeah. Yeah. Yes, here we go. Formula Worldwide Leagues. Buckle up. Strap in. This is what Spicy Nuggies is all about. DRS zone goes down the inside of Novocaine. He's going to push him a little bit wide. That's what he leaves him room. Spicy Nuggies being friendly here on his debut race in Friday Night Lights. As Novocaine now has the inside line. Spicy Nuggies trying to hang it around the outside. That is not normally a 2-car corner, but Spicy Nuggies hangs in there. Spicy Nuggies makes the move up into 10th place. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about America. Wow. Those two having a hell of a battle right now, and if Novocaine can keep up, he's going to have the better tires here in a little while, so this could get good. Oh no. That would be the ultimate betrayal. So Novocaine does remain in DRS range here, so he's going to be able to hang for a little while with Spicy. Our front runners now finally starting to pit. Sketchable has gone onto the soft tires, Massive. That is big news. That's true. That is true. Maybe he heard the chatter from his fellow drivers that the hard tires just didn't work. So the Logistical Nightmare now. Yep. So let's watch and see what the Nightmare does. You would imagine he's going to match Sketchable. He indeed does. Goes on the soft tire. The Wannabe as well. Let's see what he gets. So, Sketchable. Brilliant undercut there on the Logistical Nightmare, and he's probably going to pull out of DRS range. So that is a great move there from Sketchable. Only 1 lap old tires. Shouldn't be too big of a difference by the end of the race. Defy now has made up all that time on the undercut, has the 4 lap old Horde tires. That'll probably be pretty even with the soft tire by the end of the race, so we still could have some hot racing action between our top 3 right now. The Logistical Nightmare is going to have to fight off the sexual advances of Defy. H.E. Pennypacker down here in 4th. What a race from him. Wannabe in 5th. Not great, but okay. The Schmers in 6th place. Massive. He won last week's race. He cannot be satisfied with 6th place right now. What's happened? Let's see. Oh, is it Scarthers? I think it was Scarthers. It's Scarthers. It's Scarthers. So Scarthers down in 13th place on the fresh soft tires. Those tires are fresh, Massive, so he will... I bet you he will definitely catch up to Senior Heat Gang for 12th place. And then he'll just work on Avazy Skysies. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. So our closest battle on track right now is the Schmers chasing down the Wannabe, or maybe I should be saying trying to hold on to the Wannabe. So the Wannabe's on the fresh, soft tire, and he's going to be chasing down H.E. Pennypacker, who's on the old medium tire. 8-lap old medium tires, Massive. Do you think that H.E. Pennypacker's even going to be able to make it to the end of the race? Yeah. '21. Yeah. Ooh. Either way, I mean, he's going to be feeling it at the end of this race, and he has the penalty. So probably not going to be his night, but still a really great effort on track from him, you'd have to say. At least so far. Sketchable putting in the fastest lap of the race, being reeled in slightly by the logistical nightmare. Defy has fallen off a cliff. He might be on the podium tonight, and of course, Massive, you'll be conducting that interview. But he is looking like he is not going to be making any impression on our top two right now as it is, as the Switchy Fish comes up alongside Victor Chouse and snatches 7th place away from him. So Victor Chouse's night goes from bad to worse, from 7th to 8th. Spicy Nuggies hunting him down, only 10 seconds behind Victor Chouse. Pulled away from Novocaine. Yeah, of course. Let us know if you have any questions for me or Massive. We're happy to say terrible things about anybody you want us to. Just name someone. And Massive will name and shame. Yeah, especially if it's... Actually, you know what? I'm going to save that. So, Massive, you know that, of course, a couple of weeks ago you were here and you had some harsh words for our friend Defy. Are you ready to interview him on the podium tonight? I don't know. I mean, I don't remember exactly. That was before our Christmas break. That was a long time ago. It was like a month ago. Okay. Well, maybe he did too. That's too bad. We had beef, and then, you know, that Christmas break really squashed a lot of beef. That's unfortunate. I hate beef squashed. After you do that, Massive, can you... oops, I pushed my mic a little too close there. After that, Massive, can you check on the penalty situation or track limit situation between our two leaders who are about to start fighting it out here with 10 laps left? Massive, we're going to have a hell of a race here at the end because it looks like these two have the measure of each other. Logistical Nightmare has just pulled ahead of Sketchable on the main straight there. So he is now in the lead. Defy now has a 3-second penalty, so whatever tire advantage he might have had at the end of the race is gone. That's done. So he's ruined that. And actually, he's being hunted down by the Wannabe, so perhaps Defy will not be on the podium. He has put himself in real jeopardy here. The Switchy Fish with another penalty. I've seen his name come up a lot of times tonight. Either way, Massive, Logistical Nightmare, Sketchable. What do you think? No, but you know that Sketchable's going to start throwing this thing around here at the end of the race. This is a big race for Sketchable tonight.
European Grand
now they are trading fastest laps. Logistical Nightmare with the fastest lap of the race at this point. Sketchable a half second behind, but he needed every single foot of that DRS straight to gain a half second there. He was in danger of losing DRS, loses a couple of tenths through that first complex of corners there. Stays in the DRS. DRS zone number 2. Yes, you're right. Big. That's a great another great analysis point there. Massive. Logistical Nightmare struggling for ERS. Sketchable a healthy 32%. So let's take a little run here through the field, Massive, as we let our top 2 drivers battle it out, because we're going to be spending the rest of the night with them. Let's start at the back with Senior Heat Gang. He is going into the pits right now. He has had an absolutely shocking night, so we're not going to be talking too much about him. Scarthers, of course, having a very strong race here in 12th place. Massive, can you try to be nice? Yeah, to Scarthers, and I mean he's in 12th place, man. It's a good race. All right, so moving along to 11th place, Novocaine. He was passed earlier by Spicy Nuggies and has since now been passed by Avazy Skyzy. Perhaps Massive was right. Perhaps she will be, of course, she being Novocaine's girlfriend, perhaps she will be wearing the jersey of another man tonight. Hopefully not. Hopefully Novocaine can get a move on here. Avazy Skyzy's in 10th place. He doesn't know what to do with himself without his eternal enemy, the Step Hen. So he's just driving around looking for someone to crash into. The aforementioned Spicy Nuggies here in 9th place. Of course, welcome to Formula Worldwide Leagues. Welcome to Friday Night Lights, to Spicy Nuggies. We hope you continue to join us and provide us with your special brand of entertainment. Victor Chouse in 8th place. Just an absolutely terrible race for him tonight. I'm just sort of lost for words on Victor Chouse. 16-lap-old Horde tires. He's battling with the Switchy Fish right now. Not necessary, because the Switchy Fish has like 1,000 penalties. Speaking of the Switchy Fish, terrible race. H.E. Pennypacker. Very good race. 6th place on track. The man behind him has a shed load of penalties. He should be able to hold on to that. The Schmers in 5th place here. Not great, especially for any remaining championship hopes he might have had. They are gone. The Wannabe in 4th place right now. 6-lap-old soft tires. With a chance of catching up Defy. Defy, of course, with the 3-second penalty that he got a little while ago. So it looks like Massive is not going to have to talk to Defy on the podium. That is too bad. Defy up here in 3rd. 11-lap-old Horde tires. I thought he was going to have a tire advantage here at some point, but doesn't look like the way, and he is now 9 seconds off the top 2. And so now we spend the next 6 laps with the Logistical Nightmare and Sketchable. Logistical Nightmare still out of ERS. Sketchable also out of ERS. Oh no, Sketchable now has a 3-second penalty. Massive, it's happened. And that ends that, doesn't it? Well, what's important is that he would be P1 in this race. And he would, you know what? He would be P2 in our hearts. Because Sketchable would, of course, be P1 on our hearts tonight. We'll be talking to Sketchable on the podium. And it's not even going to be a penalty situation. The Wannabe has just straight up passed Defy. Defy is having a terrible race right now, Massive. He is just losing chunks of time. I wonder what's happening to him right now. Do you think his controller broke, or perhaps just a little bit too much pressure? I mean, he seems like one, doesn't he? I don't know what a controller kid would seem like, but if there ever was one. Yeah. Well, you know, our drivers have done their best to provide the hot racing action that would generate chat. But with only 14 drivers here tonight, Massive, you know, it's, again, poor participation. And it is affecting our races. We need 20 drivers here giving us all the hot action. Because if you only have 14 and then you lose, of course, NXR Gifted in the first lap, we've only had 13 drivers this entire race. That's not going to get it done. Yeah. We're not going to have the... Yeah, that's true. That's true. You'd think that at least they could show up for that. A lot of selfish people out there. How many track limits warnings does the Logistical Nightmare have? Is there any chance he could get a penalty as well? Oh my god, so basically we're just now rooting for the Logistical Nightmare to get penalties. We have 3 more laps. Well, 4 more laps, I guess. Well, that's not bad. No. I mean, it's not what you and I would have hoped for, of course, but everybody out there, you just have to take our word for it. Spicy will deliver when the time comes. In fact, it's the thing I miss most about commentating on Thursday night races, Massive, is all of the spicy antics. And now I just have to watch them on track. It's not nearly as fun. You know, those 6 people who didn't show up, he could have knocked them all out of the race, though, had they shown up. And that's what we missed out on. He's behaved himself here tonight, though, Massive. I think he was being extra nice. He didn't want to make a bad first impression with all of his new friends. He doesn't have a penalty either. He's not one to get penalties very often, but he is racing somewhat cautiously here. That's right. Speaking of Novocaine, down here in 11th place, Novocaine's girlfriend, we hope you're still watching. Give your boy a little bit of airtime here. Yeah, she should say something on the Discord, or if not, the Twitch. Let us know how you feel about your boyfriend's performance on track or anywhere else. Is she gone? Scarther's now with a 3-second penalty. Too many people here with penalties tonight, Massive. Too many people with penalties. Sketchable now 1.3 seconds behind, out of DRS range. 2 laps to go. He has the penalty. He knows it's over. A valiant effort here from Sketchable tonight. Just not going to get it done. Oh, they've lapped Senior Heat Gang, huh? Wow. That's not a good night for him. You know who hasn't been here for a while, Massive, is Revokes. Remember Revokes? Yeah, he's not been to a lot of races recently. I wonder what's going on with him. I hope he's okay. I know he's out there working hard, but perhaps he's just working too hard. Is he even in the standings? So we are now on the final lap of the race. Logistical Nightmare, 1.7 seconds ahead of Sketchable. Those two a mile ahead of the Wannabe. This is going to be 2 straight weeks on the podium for the Wannabe. I was going to look up what country he was from. It's either New Zealand or Australia. I'm too stupid to know which flag is which. Maybe when we see his flag, Massive, you can tell me, so that we can talk to him like we actually know where he's from. Defy here in 4th place. Just an awful race for Defy. He is not going to be joining us on the podium again. That is so goddamn disappointing. Look, the Schmers is caught all the way up to him, Massive. So Defy's not even going to finish on the podium. He's not going to finish in 4th. All the way down in 5th. We can't pay attention to that. We got the final couple of corners here for Logistical Nightmare. He is now into Sector 3, rounding the final couple of corners for the final time. Yeah, I knew it was one of those two. I'm such a muppet. I don't know the flags very well. For the final time, down the DRS straight. He's already weaving all around the track like an asshole. Logistical Nightmare crosses the line, wins the race. Logistical Nightmare is the winner of the Portuguese Grand Prix. Sketchable comes home in 2nd with a heavy heart tonight, but an excellent performance from Sketchable. The Wannabe in 3rd. Defy comes across the line in 4th. That will now turn into 5th place. H.E. Pennypacker, wealthy industrialist, crosses the line, going to be crossing the line in 6th. Victor Chouse held on to those Horde tires for 23 laps. What a miserable, miserable evening for Victor Chouse. And he's already now he's moved down to 7th place with penalties. The Switchy Fish, Lord knows how many penalties he has. Maybe he didn't cross the line. Maybe he didn't. Yeah, I guess he didn't. Flag isn't next to his name. Is he dead? He must be dead somewhere. I don't see him on track. Hey gang, we've been talking about this for years. If you want to play a good game, don't play this game. Driver of the day, H.E. Pennypacker. Well done. I think that might be his best performance ever. That's unnecessary. So the Wannabe is Australia, right? Is that right? Okay, good. Because I didn't know if that was like a India-Pakistan thing. If you asked somebody that and you said the wrong thing, if they would hate you forever. So let's invite our podium drivers here to our little porty. Invite to my porty. Sketchable. Invite to my porty.
Oops.
And the Wannabe.
So Switchfishy was the host.
Invite to my porty. All right. So let's give our podium drivers a second here to join. So we have our top 2 drivers, so we'll go ahead and start with our podium interviews and assume the Wannabe will join us shortly. Perhaps the connection taking a little bit longer as it's coming from Australia. So our podium drivers, of course, as always, please make sure all of your boxes are checked. Your T's are crossed, your lowercase j's are dotted. Logistical Nightmare, you are the winner tonight of the Portuguese Grand Prix. You son of a bitch! You know what this meant tonight, Logistical Nightmare. Why would you do this?
I had to come and crash the party. I
Ah.
had a great time racing with him though. It was pretty much the entire race. We were within a second of each other, which is pretty crazy. There's not a lot of races, honestly, where that happens. So it was a
Indeed.
good,
It was very
entertaining,
respectful the entire time.
undisturbed race. It was fun.
So, I bet there at the end you were probably slightly disappointed to see that penalty come up for Sketchable. I know you wanted to win the race, but I'm sure you would have enjoyed a final lap battle there.
Yeah, I would have. I mean, I was sitting on 2 myself, so that made me even more nervous not to blow it and then, somehow let him through on lap 28 and have to fight for it. But yeah, I mean, it happens. If there's any track where, you're gonna expect that to happen, I guess Portugal's one of those ones where it tends to get people.
Well, it didn't get you tonight. Well done for you, Logistical Nightmare. Your championship hopes stay alive. Congratulations on your victory, and thank you very much for joining us. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.
Sketchable. Wow. What a night. You started on pole with... Actually, let's just talk about qualifying. That was incredible. Talk us through that.
Unexpected. I didn't think I'd snatch pole from Logical. I thought it'd be close, but I didn't think I'd pip him to the line.
Well, you did. You started on pole in the race, of course. Then you traded first place with the Logistical Nightmare for almost the entire race. Fell apart a little bit there at the end. What happened there? It just lost a little bit of pace.
I never had the pace to be in front of him. I was only in front for like 4 laps at max. He had the better pace than me that whole race. I just wanted to get that second place too. 1, get a podium for my ad. 2, championship. Yep. You need valuable points. You got to be there. You got to be there at the end.
Well, Sketchable, I'm sure your aunt would be very proud tonight, and I'm sure she would appreciate all the pink helmets worn by all the drivers. I think we saw everyone with that tonight. So, sorry for your loss this week, and congratulations on your podium, though. And I'm sure we'll be talking to you next week.
Yep. Thank you very much.
And now, the wannabe. Are you there, wannabe? Have you joined us?
Yeah, man.
All right, so the wannabe has now joined us. He finished this race in 3rd place. 2 straight podiums for you, my friend. Well done. Talk us through your race.
Qualifying was a bit of a stinker. I think I started P8, but I don't know what happened at the start, but I jumped up to P4 in a couple of turns. Other than lap 1, it was a pretty lonely race. I don't think I was near anyone the entire time. I had a nice smile on my face when I saw Deffy pip the hards because they are atrocious around this track. But yeah, it was pretty lonely, and I didn't really expect a podium, but I'm happy with it.
Well, you had a great race. If not a boring race, you had a great race. Finished in 3rd, 2 consecutive weeks now on the podium. So congratulations, wannabe. And I guess we're going to maybe be talking to you next week.
I hope so.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, before we go, Massive, this is your chance for any final thoughts. Would you like to share them with us now?
No, I think you covered all the bases, as always.
All right. As always, searing analysis from Massive Nuggies, and he'll be the first person I thank for joining us tonight. The next group of people I'll thank is all of you out there who have joined us live, and the rest of you who will join us later on in the week, coming back to watch the recording. And thank you to all 14 drivers. Maybe next week we'll have 20, but for now, 14 will just have to do. And I think that's it. Thank you to everyone for joining us tonight. I am DonutPuncher 272 saying goodbye.